best. Excuse me while I flex. That's to my left. You're bad with bad breath.
This is Ryan Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. You look at the Thunder.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Here's Williams. Tries again. And the layup is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Embiid. Williams grabs the board. Pass to Curry. For three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And Grant, the Heat, last season, retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Buries it from three.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
And they're on the run. Here's Butler. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Anthony. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And here's the fast break. On the wing, Curry. First quarter and about a minute and a half in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Simons. Lays it up and banks it in.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
To the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Pass to Jackson. Hart pulls it in. The Heat on offense. And here's Curry. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Sinks the tray. Curry's got 6.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Here's Simons. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Curry's shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Butler. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. The kick out, Curry. And again, it's Miami from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Anthony. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And Anthony slams it in.
Oh, you can't give Carmelo Anthony a lane to attack like that.
Butler taking his time here. Outside Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Embiid. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:11 left in the first quarter. Anthony outside. Rebounded by Butler. Heat leading by 7. Outside Barrett. Fires the 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Now here's Embiid. Still without a bucket. Out to Anthony. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Outside Curry. Back to Williams. The kick out. Curry. The 3 ball. No good. Thunder trailed by 4. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here's Barrett. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more.
Yeah, there's a determination and sheer force of will that R.J. Barrett plays with. He feels contact, and he loves it.
Williamson, right side. 4 seconds left. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Miami out in front, leading by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
PA, I absolutely love this. And more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
5 to shoot. Miller outside from behind the arc. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Williams. Williamson. Outside Jones. This one for three. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Pass to Capella. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Miami making a switch here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And there's the foul. It'll go on Trey Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
Trey Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Simmons. Outside McBride. Back to Simmons. Here's Miller. Off target with the three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Jones. Kicks it out to Williamson. Jackson the screen. Williamson with it. He's picked up by Miller. Williamson misses. The Heat with the lead. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Jackson on the wing. Shoots. Back to Williamson. 5 on the clock. Here's Mathurin. Here's Capella. Pass to Jones. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Miller. No good on the triple. And here's Capella. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 4. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Mathurin with the ball. Still no points. Williamson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Capella. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Yep, that one goes.
You've got to do more than that to slow Capella. He doesn't let the defense rattle him at all.
So it's Miami now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to McBride. Here's Simmons. And stolen by Williamson. Right side Jones. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Hart with it. And Capella picks him up defensively. Outside Hart. Down low. Lets it fly. A nice shot by Watson. Watson's got his first points in this one.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammates?
Hey, it's blocked by Simmons. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Miami shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Heat leading by 5. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside, here's Williams. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Simons outside. Pass to Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Yeah, Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And here's Curry. 9 points in the game.
Get there, get there. Right here.
From deep three-point land. No good that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front. They're up by 5. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Simons. Over to the wing. Embiid inside. Jackson with it. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Heat leading by 5. Outside Butler. Right side Curry. Shoots over Jackson. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Curry's got 11.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Steph, an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
Jackson surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Miami grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Curry. Drops in the 3. And it's a 10-point Miami lead.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Puts up a 3. And again, Miami with a triple.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Simons outside. Jackson outside. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
2 strong points from Embiid. His MO is to own the painted area.
Here's Butler. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. And the Heat lead by 13.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Here's Anthony. Out to the wing. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Williams. Up top Curry. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Anthony right side to the inside. And stolen by Williams. Butler, the open look. Look at Butler finish the break.
Each year, this guy refines the jumper a little bit more, and that sets everything else up for Jimmy Butler.
Here's Jackson, and there's the drive. Some solid defense from Williams. And the Heat with possession. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. To the paint.
Well, Curry, despite his frame, is able to do a ton of damage inside the paint. He can draw fouls with great regularity.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And so Curry nails both of them. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. And here's Butler outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Butler's got 7 now in this quarter. And it's Simons with the ball for the Thunder. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. And so they foul intentionally. So both teams changing it up here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Throws it up high. They swipe it. And here we go, the Heat fast break. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Miami leading by 20. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Simmons has got his first 2 points of the night.
My goodness, defense was there, but Ben Simmons makes that finish look easy.
Back to Jones. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. It's picked off. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Fires from deep. Miller can't get it to go. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Heat. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Tries the spin move. Williamson. Rebounded by Butler. Heat leading by 22. Barrett with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Barrett can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Over to the left wing. Here's Williamson. And he gets that one.
Excellent work inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
Pass to Williams. The 3 from Curry. Again, the Heat misses. Thunder trail by 20. Williamson, right side. An easy 2 on the layup. Williamson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Curry looking it over. Yep, that one's good. Curry's got 23.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
That one drops for him. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Oh, there's the alley! And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, no doubt Williamson's one of the most powerful dunkers the NBA has ever seen.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Heat. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. It's Simmons with a drive. Pass to Miller. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Anthony. Up top, Jackson. Simons, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony. Rebound, Miami. Watson with it, and Anthony picks him up defensively. Here's Simmons, and he banks in the layup.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
On the wing, Anthony. Screen by Embiid. Let's go with a 3. Anthony misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Heat. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. And stolen by Anthony. On the wing, Simons. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Miller outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Anthony. Back to Vanderbilt. Now Anthony. Takes it inside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
You know, that's just the power and strength from Anthony. Able to take the hit and still play through it.
And the Heat with possession. It's an 18-point lead. So it's the Heat winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
like my whip, like my chick. Doing a $1.6 with me in the cockpit. Grinding, cousin, I got for a dozen. Even 11.5, if I see you, keep it coming in my... That's just as heavy as my name. So much dough, I can't swear I won't change. Excuse me if my wealth got me full of myself. Cocky, something that I just can't help. Especially when them 20s is spinning like windmills. And the ice 32 below minus the wind chill. Filthy, the word that best defines me. I'm just grinding, man. Y'all never mind me. Plated whistle, one eye closed. As if I was slick Rick, my aim is still an issue. The soul in, whichever palm I'm holding. One'll leave you, the other I'm grinding, Jack. I keep in a line, better stay in line when you see it like me shining. Grinding, you know what I keep in a line, better stay in line when you see it like me shining.
Stars are lighting heavy, think they're telling me my fate. Trying to give me silver, think that I don't know my place. Stay here in my lane too long and give me a bad taste. Everything I've done been great, that I erase. Play my favorite, I'm like Nana at the complimentary compositions. Legato, one staccato. Our ratios ain't perfect, ain't no Fibonacci spiral. Count this money, that's the evidence.